in the mission field. So Nazanin, our friend, is going to share a testimony from, she hears calls from people daily that are living, they are living in all parts of the Middle East, I want to say. Yeah. And they are living for the Lord in countries where the gospel is not welcome. And so please share with us.
So you know Iran, I'm from Iran. Me and my husband, we have a ministry. We have a live show that broadcasts with satellite inside the country. We have radio program. We have teachings. We connect with people. And we have come from that country. So we know firsthand that everyone who comes to Christ has to deny life, has to deny everything, deny family, because your own family will report you. Yeah. So we have daily testimonies of people coming to Christ. And one of these, there is so many testimonies that one lady, she was forced into marriage when she was 15. She had 3 kids, and she had an abusive husband. And he was Muslim. He was pressuring her to do the Muslim rituals. And by force, she was doing the law, which she didn't want to. It wasn't from the heart. And ultimately, she hated God. She hates religion. She doesn't want to do anything with God until she saw a television program. She was touched. She prayed to receive Christ. And after months, she called us and she asked for prayer because now her husband has kicked her out and reported her, and they've taken her to prison. And she didn't know what to do. In prison, she was tortured by women. She was beaten. She was bruised. And she was let go because she didn't give any information. She wasn't a part of a church, or she wasn't evangelizing, or she's not doing anything against the law. She just became a Christian, and she was happy, and her husband found out, and just to repay her, he reported her. So she was let out because they couldn't hold her for anything. And she called us, and she said, please pray for me so I don't go back there, and pray that the Lord will help me. And we were trying to comfort her and say, pray with her, and just read Psalms with her, because they don't have Bible over there. We just send them passages on the messaging apps, or just read to them. So you guys are so privileged to have the Bible, to come to church. Christianity over here is so good and so easy. Take advantage, preach as much as you can, because we know we have come from closed doors. And so this lady was, she said, very beautifully, she said, I was abused, but now I'm persecuted. But I'm so blessed because I love Jesus, and he left everything for me. He left heaven. He left his glory. He left his divine beauty, and he became ugly for me. And he died for me, and I'm so blessed to get to know him and just to experience his joy. I know this is hard and this will pass, but just pray that I will hold on, you know? So persecution is really hard. Just last week, I heard that one of our friends they just raided her house. They're just in the middle of the night, 3, 4 big men just bang onto the door, came into the house, and took the husband, the wife, and the daughter. But they just took the wife, and they took her for integration in, yeah, that. And they interviewed her, and they tortured her, and they made her say which organization she's a part of. And she's like, no, I am not a part of anything. I'm not anything against the government. You know, they make up stuff. But they tortured her for 4, 5 days, and the family didn't know anything where she was. And then finally, they couldn't hold anything against her, so they had to let her go. But the trauma is still with her, and she cannot sleep at night. She's so scared. And there is so many of these stories that there is a cost in Iran when you come to Christ. When you believe in Christ, there is always a cost. You have to give up your job sometimes. You have to give up your family. You have to give up your children and not see them ever again. So pray for Iran and keep them in your mind. And take courage and preach the gospel as much as you can.
Come on, thank you. She has like hundreds of those stories, so feel free to ask her and her husband.